Hey everyone, Eugene of Kate Sith here, and today I'd like to go over the new Ambuscade Polearm Shining One. I know I've been hyperbolic in the past saying that, the axe is super strong, which it is. It's very, very strong. The sword is really strong under certain situations, such as Warcry and Mighty Strikes, and it is. But this polearm, let's check it here. This polearm is actually a REMA killer. The additional effect on this weapon, Shining One, is weapon skill increases critical hit rate based on the amount of TP consumed. What it essentially means is that it forces a critical hit on weapon skills that otherwise can't critical hit. So Impulse Drive is a weapon skill that scales with TP, damage scales with TP, and then this weapon on top of that adds a critical hit to the weapon, right? And the first hit of the weapon skill does massive damage. You guys will see that in the test real quick in a second. It's essentially like adding Mighty Strikes to the weapon for the weapon skill. And it does have a pretty high proc rate at 2000 plus TP. I've done this test so far maybe 6 times, and every single time except for once, it is procced without using sneak attack. So let's get to the test. Well, first off, the set I'm using is just my Fudo set. I haven't changed anything in terms of gear. There might be more optimal gear out there. Maybe critical hit damage is better to use. But right now I'm just using my Fudo set, which is heavily focused on strength and weapon skill damage. Yeah, let's go show you guys exactly how I tested this. Essentially, I'm just finding level 1 mobs outside of town, and first off, I'm going to sneak attack to force the crit on the first hit, right? The mob has like 20 HP. This will make sure that the first hit will crit, and that the first hit will kill the mob. And then we'll show the damage. $65,000 damage. Okay. So if this doesn't crit, it'll do probably like 50k damage. But if it does crit without using sneak attack, it'll do roughly the same amount of damage, 65, 67k damage. And like I said, so far on a limited amount of attempts, the proc rate does seem pretty high, like above 50% for sure when you have 3000 TP. Right, so we're doing this on the same mob without sneak attack. So there's no way this should do as much damage with sneak attack unless if it crits, right? That one did not. Oh, of course. Of course, I mentioned the high proc rate, and then when I do the video, it doesn't proc. Just unlucky, I guess. If I had to ballpark it right now, though, definitely want to test it more and nail down a concrete proc rate. But if I had to guess right now, I'd probably guess somewhere in the range of 50%. Get TP the old-fashioned way, just meleeing mobs. I'm gonna go back to that bumblebee over there. This might be good. If it procs here, this will be a good example. There we go. That was a crit. So here, this is a pretty good example in the end because it shows you all three. So, sneak attack damage, 65,000 damage. Non-sneak attack, sneak attack with critical hit damage, 65,000 damage. And then Impulse Drive, where it didn't proc, 52,000 damage. So no crit on this Impulse Drive, the 52,000. And then Impulse Drive without sneak attack suddenly jumps to 66,000. That can only mean it crit, right? So there's a good example of all three. I'm going to move on to killing Neek and Maju now, to show you how extremely OP this thing can be on harder mobs in the game. when you're fully buffed. So for this fight, I will be using SP2. Hopefully it gets fully charged. To give you guys a good example, the basic concept of using this weapon is you only want a weapon skill above 2000 TP. Seems to be the best way to go. Impulse Drive scales extremely well at high TP, plus it increases the chance to force the crit, like right here. Alright, SP2. Oh, never mind, it's not up. So this will be without. There's a 95k right there. Oh, when the first hit misses, it's very depressing. $88k. But yeah, as you guys can see, Neek just absolutely melts. Forgot to use Braver's Drink. That was without SP1 or 2. I do have 5 songs up though, which is boosting it quite a bit. But there is definitely room to improve. No, we'll just do indie strength. Okay. $99k, we did it! We did it! 91k. 92k. 99k. Boom. Get fucked, Neek. Oh my god, that's so fucking. We had two 99ks. Time to update it. Time to update it before too many people see the GIMP 94k. The trash 94k. No. In summary, this weapon is extremely strong. There's still a lot that needs to be tested that we need to find out about it, but initial findings suggest that this is a game-changing weapon for Samurai, Warrior, and even Dragoon for just weapon skill spamming. I just thought I'd push out this video as quickly as I could just so people knew they don't waste their pulse weapons on something else, that they know that this weapon is definitely worth upgrading if you have those jobs. But yeah, that does it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to catch me live on Twitch. Please, if you liked the video, like and subscribe. We just recently hit over 1,000 subs on YouTube. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Until next video, see you guys again. Have a great day.